Hello and welcome to another modern stream. Today we're going to be playing a deck that I've been very happy with that hasn't really caught on, and it showcases what is, in my opinion, one of the best cards in Modern that is not seeing any play whatsoever, and that is Hidetsugu Consumes All. Unfortunately, I can't really show it here because it's very tiny, but here you have it. For 3 mana, you get a Saga. First chapter says destroy and permanent with mana value 1 or less. That is construct tokens, that is Utopia Sprawls, that is Amulet of Beggars, you name it. Like, this thing gets rid of it all. And don't get me started on how good this card is against Hammer. Second chapter, you exile all graveyards. That's pretty solid against Grixis, pretty solid against Living Ends, pretty solid against... You see where I'm going with this. And then on the third chapter, what you get is a 3/3 Trampler that whenever it deals damage, not necessarily to an opponent, just if it, your opponent tries to block with a 2/2, like, you deal damage, so you're good to go. It grows every single turn. And then the last part is flavor text, but it's an answer to a heal the opponent gaining infinite life or something like that, which is kind of cute. I have still to win using the flavor text, so that's going to be sort of an achievement unlocked at some point, maybe. So the way that we're playing this card is in a Grixis control shell. So we have the good blue cards. We have Jace the Mind Sculptors, Ultimage's Charm, Counterspell, Dress Down, and of course everybody's favorite card in Expressive Iteration. This card is absolutely busted, breaking literally every format. I think that it was this past weekend, I think it was this past weekend, where this card won, I think, every single showcase or something like that. It was really funny. But like in Pioneer, in Modern, and in Legacy, every single deck was playing 4 copies of Expressive Iteration. Like, every single winning deck list was playing 4 copies of Expressive Iteration, which is kind of mind-blowing. Like, this card is absolutely... We also have a couple of removals. Well, we have Dreadvores. The reason for Dreadvore, obviously, it's because we want to be able to kill Planeswalkers, namely Teferi Tambravler. Teferi Tambravler is a little bit problematic for this deck. Our only answer besides Dreadbore is Fury, so in the past I was playing 2 copies of Terminate, but our deck is naturally very good against Hammer, so because of that I didn't really feel the need to have access to multiple Terminates, so that allowed me to play 1 copy of Dreadbore, which can answer opposing Teferis, which is... We also have access to Fatal Push and Lightning Bolt as our cheap instant speed removal, and finally, everybody's favorite monkey, everybody's favorite 1-drop. Ragavan is actually very good in this deck. If you ever get to untap with Monkey after turn 1, it's very good. Like, you really get to run away with the game very quickly, because you can hold up Counterspell, you can hold up Charm, and it's pretty funny that obviously there's a little bit of dyssynergy here, right, with Hidetsugu, Consumes All, and Ragavan, but the truth of the matter is that if you have your Ragavan going, you very likely don't need to cast the Hidetsugu at all. And if you do cast the Hidetsugu, then you are probably very far ahead to the point where you don't care that your Ragavan is dying. And also, Ragavan being able to be dashed plays around the Hidetsugu Consumes All very nice. So definitely a little bit of tension, but the deck just naturally has multiple ways of kind of foregoing the tension. We also have access to Fury, which is probably one of the best red cards printed in the recent memory, and that's a lot to say with, Monkey and DRC also being printed lately, but Fury is absolutely busted. We're also playing 25 lands. You're going to notice that we're playing 4 basic islands, 1 basic swamp hiding over here. We're not playing basic mountain, but I wanted to make room for a singleton copy of Blood Crypt, so we only have 2 lands in basic swamp and Blood Crypt that don't tap for blue mana. All of our other 23 lands tap for blue mana, which should make it fairly easy for our Archmage's Charms, our Counterspell, to be live whenever we want them to. In the sideboard, we have Mystical Disputes, 3 copies. This is because I'm respecting the Yorion decks. I think that the Yorion decks are very good right now, probably the best deck in the format, and Dispute is probably one of the single best cards and against that archetype. Also, Dispute works really well against Murktide as well, and other decks in that area. So good stuff. Flusterstorm, fantastic against Living End, another very strong deck right now. Thoughtseize and Collective Brutality are anti-combo, with Brutality being a little bit of a nod towards the aggressive strategies, which we obviously do not have a fantastic matchup against. A couple of copies of Magus of the Moon. These are basically single-handedly targeted towards Amulet and Tron. I don't like the card. Like, I don't think that this card is very good in the deck specifically, but I just really struggle to find any other option that I would be happy with. Like, I tried Alpine Moon and it was terrible. Obviously, we're playing Hidetsugu. I tried actual Blood Moon and it wasn't very good either. So we're going with Magus today. Still these two slots are still very on defensive. One copy of Ashiok, very good against Amulet, very good against the 4-color Yorion decks as well. So Ashiok, it's just a fine cyber card. Not fantastic, but a solid role player. Another copy of Dreadbore against the fairies and whatnot. 4th copy of Hidetsugu in the matchups where this card is good. It's really good, so I wanted to have access to the full 4 copies. And finally, a couple of copies of Niall Spellbomb against the Graveyard strategy. We're going to be running this deck list through. We're going to be playing it through a league, so hopefully you will enjoy it. If you are, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're interested in coaching or you're interested in me playing any deck list of your choosing, live on stream or for a YouTube video, make sure that you check out the description of the video down below where you can find all the information you need. Without further ado, see you for round number 1. Alright, playing against a Giganta deck. So this could be Tron or this could be probably Shadow. I'm gonna keep this hand regardless, like this is a really good hand. A little bit awkward that we drew our basic Swamp and our Blood Crypt, which are literally the only 2 lands that don't cast the Archmage's Charming on hand. So that's a little bit unlucky. But, you know, if our monkey survives, then that should be able to fix that issue for us fairly easily. Opponent moves to 5. Might be all. I may have an indestructible Jace. That would be unfair. I mean, I'm probably just not gonna use it, you know? Like, if my opponent bolts the Jace and it doesn't die, I'm just, like, the better thing to do. So they fetch Shock, DRC. Another monkey is actually not the worst. So we can choose whether to trade the first one. Oh, it's a Saga deck. That's probably good for me. We got an Unholy Heat opponent. I'm definitely not gonna Fury this. That's almost Delirium, but not quite. I think I'm gonna dash Monkey. Oh, interesting. Okay. I could dash and trade. I think I'm just gonna play the Monkey and just pass the turn. Because next turn, what I can just do is we just kill this and attack. So that's probably good for my Monkey, you know? We can dress down their Saga tokens, so we don't really care about that. Ren could be a little bit problematic. Blue source. So we're gonna pass the turn here. We're just gonna probably dress down. They don't fetch and don't make a Saga token. Okay, that's weird. There has to have been a mistake, right? I guess my opponent could have PD Needle, so I'm gonna respect it here. Let's get Steam Vents. If my opponent's playing Blood Moon in their Ursa Saga deck, I'll take the W, you know? If they attack, if they shock my monkey, I'm just going to cycle dress down, I think. They do. And now I'm just gonna cycle dress down, only take 1 point of damage here. Play Fury. Let's play that and pass it. Next turn we can start hard casting Furies. Do I want to steal the DRC? Kind of want to. The problem if I steal the DRC is that I'm not gonna have a target for Fury, so I think I'm just gonna... Do I care about having this 3/3 in play? I don't think I'm just gonna draw 2. Just gonna draw 2. Hey, perfect play. I'm in terrible. 2. Yes, I agree, Magus. Ren and... Well, I guess now we're gonna have to kill that thing, huh? Instead of the DRC. I'm probably okay with doing that, though. Gonna have a parade of Furies. So much anger. All right, let's see if this is bugged. It's not bugged. All right, so I guess they fixed the bug. I think we just killed the Ren there. Next Fury kills the Darcy. Okay, so now we can... I guess we attack the Ren. Opponent chump. Let's see what's up. So we're going to attack Ren here. It's a good card. That's a good card. We can always just beach something to the Fury. We're like, if we're afraid of my opponent's Darcy just getting out of hand and killing my dude, we can just take it. Okay, so I think we're just gonna play a land. Let's just play another Fury. That's gonna kill the DRC. And then I think I'm gonna play a monkey. Opponent's gonna make a construct token. And we're going down to 3, which is a little bit scary. But I think putting the monkey in play is gonna be very, very good. Because it just pressures my opponent. Yeah, I don't think we want to attack face just yet. My opponent's down to 1 card, right, Maya? So if I get to control the board, I don't think my opponent can really win. And we have 3 Furies. That's 3 Furies. That's a lot of Fury. Too much anger over here. I'm probably gonna save the other Fury for now. I guess it depends on what they do here, because they're gonna have to trade here. I mean, I'm probably gonna lead on iteration and see what happens. Shadow Spear, kind of fine. If opponent offers the trade, I think. Ooh. That's a big goifo. That's a big boy. Block. Opponent confirmed coward. Counterspell is not bad. Okay, so Archmage's Charm. We can steal Shadow Spear. That doesn't look bad to me. So if my opponent spends 2 mana, okay? My opponent spends 2 mana, so I think it's gonna go hand, bottom, exile. We're gonna bolt one of these constructs. And I think my opponent spends 2 mana. They equip to the Goif probably. And then I can... I can steal the Shadow Spear, and because this only equips to creatures you control, the equip should fizzle. I'm pretty sure this is how that works. 406 LOL, thank you for the Prime sub, coming back for 10 months. Thank you, appreciate it. Always happy to have you here. Gain control of target nonsense. We also top them out a little bit here. Is that how that's supposed to work? I feel like that's not how that's supposed to work. You can only attach to creatures you control, right? I think that's not how that's supposed to work. Okay, sure. Opponents sure taking advantage of their situation. Sounds good to me. You love to see it. There go 2 Furies. I mean, I think we're probably going to win this game anyways, but it's still a little bit shitty, you know? But now that we have Counterspell up, oh, nice. We get to equip onto the monkey, attack you. Now we get to Jace, and we also get to... Oh, you sure you want to do that? Okay, what's your trick? What's your trick? A Boseiju who endures. All right, that sounds good. Deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus on you. Inquisition. I'm gonna actually put that on the bottom. And I'm plussing there so I don't have to counter a bolt, you know? Expedition map resolved. They can get a Saga here, but I'm not too afraid of Saga. We have so many answers to Saga. And Saga can't get Shadow Spear. Nile Spellbomb, that literally doesn't do anything at all. So we're also gonna let that resolve. Okay, Brainstorm me, baby. Yep, that on top. Do I just put Fury on top here? Or do I put Counterspell on top? Sergio with the Prime sub. Welcome back to the Prime Time Stronghold, I appreciate it. Opponent concedes the game. Sounds good. Alright, so this looks good. This looks fine against Tarmogoyfs. This is probably okay. This is maybe okay. I don't think this is the fight that I want to fight though. Like, also my opponent has bolts and heats. I don't think that. Got the monkeys. Yeah, this looks good to me. Stabs with the cheer. Well, good luck. I must go to hunt grosses that don't taste of rotten. Best of luck to you, my friend. This looks good too. You're on TB. That's awesome, Magus. You don't have any pasta salad? Pasta salad's solid. Lately I've been a big fan of tuna salad. Big fan of tuna salad. Anima27 with the tier 1 sub, coming back for 13 months. Awesome to see me live. Thank you. Awesome to see you here. Really appreciate it. This looks good. Looks like a good setup against the John Saga deck. Who sits on a TV? Tall people. You probably have to really stretch to sit on a TV. I guess you can put the TV on the floor. And if you do, maybe it's a little bit easier to sit on. But hey, Thindri, it's going well. Definitely going very well. It's none of your business. Do we keep this hand? I think I'm going to keep this hand. Seems like a very greedy hand, but let's do it. We're on the draw. Can I have Grixis Tron deck that made top 8 original here in Spain? I need some Murktide Killer. If you wanna, I can DM you the list. Not really. Don't really care. This deck's solid against Murktide too. Alright, we need an answer to that monkey pronto. We're gonna get Watergrave here. Pass the turn. Drawing second Jace, not great for us. The good thing is that, you know, we can take a little bit of a beat from the monkey, and then TSUGU shows up and cleans everything. So I'm not super scared. Like, my opponent doesn't have that much time to take advantage of it. I just really need to hit land drops. That's priority number 1. And my opponent exiling a land, I'm not excited about that. I'm gonna run here. I don't think I can afford to crack the Spellbomb here, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna let my opponent get value there, which really sucks. But next episode of Babel when? By the end of the week, I assume. It's looking like we may have to move on to the next. Woof! Dodged. We get to live another day. Getting hit by monkeys are always very frustrating. Yeah, but I mean, the thing that TSUGU does, it just undoes all the stuff that the monkey does very nicely. That's why I like this card so much. See what they flip. Another land. Damn it. I need those. Stop getting my lands. I need them. Got dressed down for that, so I don't really care. Oh, look, something else that gets killed by TSUGU. Oh, look, something else that gets killed by TSUGU. Oh, look, something else that gets killed by TSUGU. Is my opponent gonna play something else that gets killed by TSUGU? Can we get the Forfecta? Oh, man. If we draw land, I think we are heavy favorites. Not only favorites, we're heavy favorites to win. Land. Dagger. Gonna discard this Jace Divine Sculptor here. We're probably gonna have to dress down, so we dig towards the land. And I'm probably gonna dress down to prevent my opponent from hitting me for 2. How's Amulet? Amulet's okay. Dave Fizzle with the subscription tier 1 for 25 months. Really appreciate it. Can we find the land? Opponent's paying cost. Boil. Alright. Sounds good. That's how you roll, opponent, huh? Now we know. Can we find lands this time around? Let's see if we can draw land. True land. Okay. I'll keep 2. And I think we did on water, grave, and tap. They go. Overgrown 2. So this means turn 1 Inquisition. Probably bad for me. On the plus side, I don't need to use my cards. What do you want to take, opponent? Probably one of these. Probably one of these 2. Would love to see... we have 2 copies of Spiral of Canal. That would be a fantastic draw. They take the push, which is perplexing. Tarmogoyf. Probably going to draw 2 on my opponent's end step here. Turn it into an 0-1. Yeah. Are you excited for the Grixis Tron in the deck? Yeah, very much. Gonna let that go. Okay, they do have the land. Just kind of fine. And here I'm gonna get a basic island, I think. It means that we cannot hardcast Fury, but that's fine. Draw 2. Okay. Boil would be a problem here. Boil would certainly be a problem. Probably will attempt the modern side event at Bologna in July with Amulet. It will be a first big event. So excited. Nice Atomic Donuts. That's awesome. Hope you do great. Putting cracks. Probably gets a Saga. We don't really care about the Saga. But Amulet have played it online for a while. Excited to haste some Titans in paper. Nice. So we can, if my opponent goes for the boil, we can dress down, keeping on top. That's a little bit scary. So they're definitely going to take the Hidetsugu here, right? Which means, do I want to cycle dressing? I think I don't. So I'm just going to push this. And I can dreadboard that thing. Sure. Let's dreadboard that thing. Even if my opponent has a Goyf, we have many answers to Goyf. And killing the DRC makes it weird for my opponent. Well, gonna cycle now. Oh man. Hey. Hey. I probably have to brainstorm here, right? But then the token's gonna kill my Jace, so I think I'm gonna plus on them. Maybe they have Unholy Heat and we get super punished. Assassin's Truth, bottom that. Does every non-cascade, non-burn deck now play Ragavan? Pretty much. They don't fix the bug. We attacked the Ren earlier today, so I'm also not going to exploit a bug, right? Token. I wonder if they have Pity Needle. Pity Needle would be kind of a problem, actually. Pity Needle would be very, very problematic. How do we beat that? Nile Spell. Well, that doesn't do anything. Ragavan in Amulet stream when? That would be a pretty solid meme. Kind of like it. So we have like a gazillion answers to these constructs. Can we find any one of them? I guess technically that is one of them. I'm gonna get the Blood Crypt here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think we passed the turn here. I think my opponent should cycle here. It's actually kind of interesting that they still have Nail Spellbomb in their deck. Like, this doesn't do it. Like, my deck is literally built with the concept of my graveyard not mattering. Because I'm playing Hidetsugu. So my opponent could boil here, but that's not even that good. Alright, that is very good though. That is certainly good. This is a 2-turn clock, however. So I think I'm attacking. Jace. Alright, 6, yeah. Opponent continues to not cycle Spellbomb. I probably have to counter that, actually. Bigger than my Fury. Have a second Goyf? Ugh, that's bad. Jace, dress down, TSUGU. So they're going to Spellbomb me here to draw a card, which means that their dude is gonna be a 6 power creature, 6/7. Fury still doesn't do well with that, so I'm gonna chill. And then everything will get exiled next turn, making the Goyf 0/1. So I'm probably gonna take 6 here, actually. Play 5 color Yorion Titan Tron so that we can max meme all the best cards. That seems good. Opponent does not Boseiju the TSUGU. That's interesting. Opponent doesn't Boseiju the TSUGU. What does that mean? Oh, my opponent says that Boseiju was supposed to destroy the Saga. Okay, well, I guess they just misclicked. Not much I can do about it. That draw good? I think that draw may be good, chat. Never mind. I guess the draw was not very good. So if I swing for 6 here, I think I just swing, right? Opponent goes down to 2. And next turn, like, we're dead. I guess we're not dead to both. Opponent can play their Gigantha, but then, like, their hits don't do anything. I can swing. Opponent chumps with Goyf. Well, now I'm dead to bolt, actually. So there's that. Opponent goes down to 1. So I could just be dead to bolt. It looks like they found it. Okay. Oh, second Goyf. And Gigant. Okay, so any removal spell wins the game. So I kill Goyf, trade Gigantha, trade for Gigantha, then we can trade for Goyf. And I'm gonna hold on to the island because of K-Command and because of Boil. So we're dead to Bolt. Removal spell, like, yeah, Bolt is just lethal. And Holy Heat doesn't do anything. And yeah, we just trade Goyf and then we attack with the Vessel and we win. Sweet! Good stuff. Got there. Hello, welcome to run number 2. This hand looks fantastic. Let's keep it. Playing against the one and only Will Pulliam, a legend, an absolute legend, a master of Amulet. Okay, so regardless of what Will is playing here, we're just gonna go turn 1 Monkey. We have ways to clear the way, and then we have counter spells to clean things up afterwards. So Sigarda's Aid, Memnite, sure. Yeah, we're bolting that that Mem Knight. That's attack. Attack! Oh, no. I exiled their planes. Any chance we can play Tameshi Bloom after TSUGU? I mean, that's gonna be my next video, so you're gonna have to wait, unfortunately. Gonna be going up later today. Fear not. Oof. Is this hot or what? Is this hot or what, chat? Exile the Saga. Value. So I think I'm just gonna draw 2 here with the charm, since we have answers to their spells, and I want to draw into a TSUGU. Another Monk Fury. Man, Monkey is just so fucked up. Monkey really is an absolutely fucked up card, man. Man, I exiled in other lands. Yeah. Pass the turn. So I'm gonna wait until they find whatever it is that they want to find, because maybe they'll find something like Springleaf Drum, and then I don't even have to kill this construct, and I can just hardcast this Fury to kill it. But if they do find Sigarda Save, then I want to. If the Colossus Hammer, sorry, yeah, Mem Knight. Okay, so that makes things super interesting. So I definitely want to be using my mana on end step, I think. So I can't just hardcast Fury and kill both. I guess what I can do is I can pitch Fury, kill both things. My opponent's gonna cast a hammer, and then I just counterspell the hammer. Do I have enough mana to hardcast? What if I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Counterspell the hammer, hold that push for the Inkmoth. Yeah, this is. Are there any changes you would make to the Nihilance list? How did the Grixis perform? The Grixis were medium. I've been very, very impressed by Renegade Rallier out of all cards, which is, you know, weird, because not really a very good card. So 3 and 1. This means that if my opponent doesn't have the hammer, they just have a thingy. Do I want to just counterspell this? I kind of just want to counterspell this, and then we hold up push. And this is all because of the mana that Monkey has been giving me. I guess I can exile a Mem Knight here. I would cast a Megmite or an Ornithopter. Nope, just another land. That's the 4th time that Dragaman has connected, and every single time it's exiled a land, which is very funny. Stoneforge is fine. Don't care too much about it. That doesn't matter. Main phase push. Boop. Lethal, yeah. Good stuff. Is this card good in this matchup? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a rhetorical question, chat. It's a rhetorical question. The only problem that I have with this matchup is that all of my cards are extremely good. So sideboarding is very, very challenging because my main deck is just the nuts. So it's really hard to sideboard and try to improve on what is already a perfect deck. What's up, JC? How's it going? Monkeys are bad versus Hammer? Yes, exactly. Monkeys are bad versus Hammer. That's what everybody always tells me, right? I'm probably going to cut 1 copy. Cut 1 Jace, cut 1 Monkey. Call it a day. This matchup has to be a buy. It's very good. It's very, very good. And it's particularly good against the mono-white version. It looks like Will is playing a mono-white version. Against the blue-white version, it's a little bit more challenging because the blue-white version can sometimes, like, you know, pierce you out of the game, just like tempo you out. But if they're playing mono white, they don't have any tools to do that. I guess they have like the White Vines of Vastwood. Can't remember the name of that card. Something skill. Turn 2 Dreadboard, turn 3 Iteration. I think we can do better than this. Is this better? I think this may be better. Sentinel Fox is sent hard. I mean, we have a Monkey, right? Blacksmith skill, thank you. I'm gonna play this out just to buy time. I wonder if he attacks. He probably doesn't. Interesting. Like, I'm gonna take 100% of the time here, but... Decido, buenas noches. No, buenas noches a vos, papá. Muchas gracias por el Prime sub. Do I want to trade here? I don't think so. We have Counterspell, which is nice. Springleaf Drum. If I counter this, I think I'm gonna counter this Springleaf Drum, which means that my opponent cannot... Nah, this is crazy. Like, this just gets swept up by TSUGU anyway. Yeah, we can just trade there. It's not a good attack for Will. Second Steam Vents is... yeah, that's solid. So... I just play tapped Watergrave, pass the turn, opponent makes tokens, I dress down, and next turn we slam TSUGU. We just chump block here anyways, if we need to. Damn, son. Second Saga is kind of annoying actually. So I guess I'm just gonna hold on. Yeah, we're just gonna chill here. Like, we're just gonna chump Construct, and then pass the turn. That's very nice. So... play that TSUGU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for 1? That good? I'm not sure whether that's good, Chad. Do we think that's good? Blacksmith skill. All right. And I get a creature eventually. Yep. Monkey was actually kind of a draw there. Do I serve? Like, if Will attack... Well, I'm not gonna serve now, right? Because it doesn't really make any sense. So we play this tapped and say go. And now Will makes a construct, then they make another construct, and we dress down, kill them all. And then we take it from there. All of these resolves, Will. All of these resolves, Will. We also get to connect with Monkey next turn. I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry, Will. You're great. I love you. Do we like the hammer matchup with this deck, chat? Do we like the hammer matchup? Shadow Spear. Don't mind if I do. Do we draw two? I kind of want to draw two. Let's just draw two. Land? Easy. Easy land right there. Paladin. You didn't say the magic words. All right. See you next round. Round number 3. Turn 1 monkey. Let's go. We also have the combo here. Turn 1 monkey, turn 2 Sugu. Whew, so hot. Swing. Brief. Oh, so this is leaving end. Leaving end. I think we're just gonna pass the turn. We really want to get something good off of this. I could obviously grief there, but it pitches my graveyard hate card. And it also puts a grief in my opponent's graveyard. I don't think that's a very good exchange for me. So we're just gonna play a tap land here, play a fetch land, sorry, and then I'm just gonna fetch for probably Water Grave on step. Not bad. One question: could you play Blue Red Murktide with a Ragavan? Maybe you can Snapcaster for Ragavan. I've seen people playing Delver in the place of the monkey. I don't think it's great, but like you can do it. Man, I don't want to play any of these cards. Don't want to play these freaking cards. I think I have 2 iteration here. I'm gonna have access to 3 mana, but I really have to find counterspell here. There would be a replacement, just like in Legacy, but it's so much worse. Yeah, you can. It's almost like Delver's just so bad. God damn it. Ugh. I guess I can push my own monkey in response. Why can't I cycle? Again, I don't think I would want. Funny to think about. Waker of Waves. Grief. Ugh. The problem is if I push my own monkey, I get it back, but then I'm not forcing my opponent to cast a Living End here, which sucks. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if they have Living End here, we're dead. Okay. Ashuk is good. Nile Spellbomb's good. Thoughtseize is good. Fluster's good. Dispute is good. All of these can go. That's bad. TSUGU is a little bit medium. Dresstan's probably fine. Like, it stops grief. You actually like Magus? Alright, I'm down to try out Magus. I guess if they're not playing basic forest, they literally can't win, right? Yeah, okay. All the counter spells. I think I like Drestan better than... Alright, this may be a turn 3 Magus hand, or this may be a turn 1 Fury with no targets. Magus, what do you want to get, opponent? Probably the Charm? Yeah, the Magus plan goes out the window. Huh, I think I'm gonna Fury Pitch Fury next turn. Can we please find... So it comes into play, kills Grief, prays with Riverwinder, but then I get back Magus. Living End, yeah, I think Living End is very good. I think we're doing... We get God by Endurance, but we can kill our own Fury before the Evoke trigger resolves. Haha. Do I have an on-card Titan list at the moment? Yeah, it's in my YouTube. Well, now we get to kill the Creator. Oh, come on, you have Basic Forest? What bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? Come on, dude. Like I cannot counter this. Well, I'm just getting owned here. Kings with a tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold Kings. Appreciate it. Wow. I guess I shouldn't have played a Fury, huh? I guess I shouldn't have played a Fury before. Come on, dude. Double Endurance Hardcast? Okay. Colossal Sky Turtle get back. So I'm probably gonna Charm in response to that. I'm about to get Grief into... So I'm gonna draw 2. Oh man. Alright. I could have never won this. This game was straight up unwinnable. Nothing I did mattered at any point. Wow. Really, really good display of how powerful the Living End deck is. Alright, see you next round. Round number 4. I think I'm gonna keep this hand. We have good mana, we have removal, we have counter magic. Seems like a solid opener. It's prone to flooding, but we're also prone to draw in expressive iteration, and then everything's gonna be right with the world. Can I bolt the expedition map? Team event. We got a plan now, chat. We got a plan. Huh. So putting Crack Expedition map, they're playing Mono Blue Tron. Wild. So I'm gonna hold on to this Lightning Bolt because if my opponent plays Khan and they minus, we can actually get him. The Academy Ruin. I'm not loving what's going on right now, but Academy Ruin get back Expedition. Am I supposed to counter this? I think I am. Like, it's not a great plan, obviously, but like, I'm trading 1 for 1 here because my opponent gave up their draw step in order to put the expedition map on top, right? So now we can play a Jace. If they counter the Jace, then they're not getting back the expedition map, and we lose it. Whoopsies. Missed land drop plus double fatal push. Ugh. Not looking good for the good guys. It is not looking good for the good guys. Where's mine? Oblivions. Can I draw a fetch land, please? Oh, I can't. God damn it. So we swing Shark Typhoon. Okay. That surely is a card. I wonder if my opponent is just gonna main phase Crack the Soulstone or whatever. They're gonna let me untap. They're gonna let me draw a Jace. on, man. This is gonna force the O-Stone crack, I guess. Oh, I should have cracked the Treasure. That was bad. Should have cracked the Treasure and tapped base. So now opponent cracks the O-Stone. Yeah, that was quite bad, actually. So now they can recur O-Stone again. Repeal. They are gonna recur O-Stone. So I think that means we're out. Well, that's very good for me. Wow. Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, take 7. So we'll probably have to counter this O-Stone. Just a little bit awkward. We're gonna be able to push this thing. Well, we're gonna get some actual use out of this fatal push. You'd love to see it. Zwing. Oh, dismember. All right, that gets me. Pass the turn, I guess. I could have Jaced, but then I died to the Hall, so probably not a great play. That's a problem. Okay, so can we win anymore? I don't think we can. I guess we need to draw a red card here, and I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hardcast Fury plus Speech Fury. It's not great. How you doing, Arcan? We are back. Not sure for how long, but I'm trying to get at least one stream when the baby gives me the opportunity, you know. But yeah, good to see you here. Did you see my adventures in Legacy, Arcan? Did you see my latest adventures in Legacy? So they get back O-Stone, which is bad for me because they can attack with Hole, force the chump, and then play the O-Stone. I think I don't think I can. Well, let's just move on to the next one. We have better cards for games number 2 and 3, so let's just, you know, Ashiok's probably okay. I'm never too excited about Ashiok in Tron style decks, but I think it's much better against mono blue than it is against mono green because mono blue takes so much longer to assemble Tron. So I think I'm gonna go with this. This seems like a good setup. A monkey is fantastic, I think, in the match. Crazy how much better the matchup can feel once you're not drawing a bunch of useless fatal. We dread boring. You know it. I said it for a while, dude. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was such a good time to play that Saga. All right, turn 3 Tron. Good thing we're kind of ready for the turn 3 Tron nonsense. When Grixis Triumph drops, this deck will finally be top tier, of course. What do you mean finally? Deck's obviously top tier right now. I guess it has a bad Tron matchup, huh? A bad mono blue Tron matchup. Looked like a good time. I have to get this one soon. It was a lot of fun. Academy Ruins in the face of Denial Spellbomb. Okay. I think I'm just gonna draw 2 here. I think I just want to bait out my opponent's counter magic. I could have also just... Ooh, that's good. Woo! Woo! Yep, that's hot. That is hot, chat. That is hot, chat. Thirst for knowledge. Sure, I'll cash in my fluster against the 2-for-1. Same target. Oh, wow. They have nothing? They do have Tron, but I think that I'm just gonna get a basic swamp here and just cash this in. And we just casually drop the swamp in play. You know? Not too much of a hint, but we'll just casually put a basic in play. Maybe my opponent won't look too much into it. You know what I'm saying? Iteration. Let's find that land. So, hand, bottom, exile. Play that one. Do you want to dash monkey here? I think I just want to play Magus here. And we can start dashing monkey next turn. They're paying attention to legacy results. How you feel about Delver being 25 off the field with an average of 60 win rate? It's obviously a joke, right? Off! Wow, I love it. So if I do this, basic swamp? What the hell? I guess I just give my opponent the lands, right? No, I give them the spells, I think. Spells versus lands. Monkey. We got a dispute. Love to see it. Love to play spell. Saga. It's a shock that they have banned around problem cards out of Delver for like 5 years. Yep. They keep banning the card that pushes Delver over the top without realizing the fact that Delver is always a good deck. So explosives for 1. So if I counter this, opponent disputes. Yeah, it's just no reason to do that. I'm just gonna crack Spellbomb on end step here. Draw another card. Swing. I don't need to spend 2 mana when I know that my opponent has the answer on board, right? And if they don't want to crack to answer it, like, fine, they're just gonna use up their mana next turn. But they're gonna have to use their mana. Another charm, not the best draw. Would love to see another monkey. We could play Fury just to force the dispute. Actually, we can push things through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess that, yeah, we can't counter. Can't disturb. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They put 1 card on top though. Maybe I shouldn't have tapped out. I shouldn't have tapped out for Fury there. I honestly was not expecting contest. Well, this one's a lot better than the other one, huh? Nope, couldn't find it. Well, maybe my opponent will overextend. I think this is fine. Now I have blue mana. My opponent's gonna have a lot of mana, so I guess this dispute is just dead, but I have double counterspell and I can pay for my opponent's dispute. Counterspell. Yikes. Dude, I can't believe that the land that we found off of the iteration is the only land that doesn't allow me to counterspell plus dispute for their dispute. So brutal. Man, that's so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. Deal 4 there. Opponent pluses up to 7. Kills Fury. Then I play second Fury. Man, this is... I guess I need to find Dreadbore. I think that's the answer here. So I'm probably going to Archmage's Charm on end step here. Oh, I guess they're just going to... That resolved. Dashed Monkey. Dash Monkey. Attack Ugin. Yeah, I think we just have to draw Dreadbore. Dreadbore? Easy. Boop. And now... What's the play now? I guess we Dash Monkey. They can crack Blast Zone here. Repeal. Well, that's brutal. Well, now I'm fucked. They're just gonna get back Ballista on upkeep, and I'm... Oh, that's so much worse for me. Alright, I've seen enough. Yikes, see you next round. Last round, and if we draw like this, I think that we're gonna be able to have a nice little 3-2 for our effort. Come on, man. Living End again, and I have like this fucking Fatal Push in my hand again. All right, show me those counterspells. Show me those counterspells. We have turn 1 monkey at least. We have turn 1 monkey. Man, like these fatal pushes though have been, they have been so brutal. TSUGU. I don't think I can jam TSUGU here, unfortunately. It's a little bit tempting, but I think that the monkey is gonna give me more advantage. No cycle. Well, the problem is if I jam this, then I don't have any more treasure and I don't have any more monkey, right? Monkey is ramping me towards Jace. Counterspell, easy. Told you. Ya se escapó. Turn 3 Jace is good. Yeah, we could turn 3 Jace, but I think I'd rather just pass the turn. This could also be an interesting turn to TSUGU, by the way. I think I'd rather just Jace with counter backup, though. Ya se re. Todo tranqui, todo tranqui. Se están rompiendo un poquito el tuje los Living End, pero hacemos el aguante. Alright, opponent hit land number 3. Good for them. And I think I'm gonna hold on to this fetch so I can shuffle away this stupid fatal push. Another swing. Let's see if opponent has the thingy. Living End is like Hansel. It's just so hot right now. Alright, we did get the hit. Charlotte. We can spend this turn to drop Jace, or we can spend this turn to TSUGU. I think I want to drop Jace this turn. Blue, green. I want to tap this for red, my friend. Ahora jugar otra vez Clean to Dusk como los tiempos de oro, nah. Why tap Treasure over Steam Vents? Because I'm considering TSUGU in here, like if I find the land drop, right? I guess it depends. Well, I'm gonna counterspell the Living End regardless, because I just have to. If they have Force, I lose. I guess even if they don't have Force, I also lose. Draw 3. Ugh. So put that on top. Put that on top. I should have put counterspell on top. That was bad. Ugh. So if they have another Living End effect, we are in a lot of trouble. 2 of them are gone, so they only have 6 left. But they have, you know, like a million ways to cycle and stuff like that. So 1 cycle. What do you think of the new 7 mana Grixis Umpire Lord? Do you think it's good enough to cheat out of 3 mana with Cern in Modern? No, it's... So they have Shardless. This probably means that we lose, because the street wraiths are unblockable. That's good. These are fine. These are good. Thoughtseize is fine. Fluster. Disputes. All of these can go. Bolts out. Stress downs out. TSUGU's out. Alright, so the plan now is going to be to not get got by Endurance like we did before. Cross our fingers and see what happens. They have only 6? Yeah, exactly. Only 6 good draws. Definitely don't have one of them, right? Right? Definitely don't have it. While how many cards you bring in and still feel bad in the matchup? Yeah, for sure. The thing, I mean, the key of Living End, which I think everybody really understates, is how resistant of hate cards it is. Like, it has a plan for literally any hate card that you can throw at them. This hand is just not good enough, right? We can play Magus on turn 3 if we find a land. This feels a little bit better, but not too much. If they have turn 1 Grief, we're not looking good. We definitely need some extra forms of counter magic here. We need Spell Bomb. We need what else? Fluster, stuff like that. We definitely don't have enough acid. Right, opponent plays Steam Vents, Shock Cycle. Probably looking for either a black card or a Grief, I imagine. Well, not for a black card. I feel like the big whammy is the reason why the deck is so good is the fact that Violent Adverse allows you to do things at instant speed need. I think if you get rid of Violent Outburst, the deck becomes a lot more fair. But Violent Outburst is fucked up card. Getting griefed here, no grief. Slam it! Basic Island. That's a game plan right there. I'm gonna like kind of miss the cat. I found someone in the same wavelength. You miss lures? No way. So this is a good game plan against Living End apparently. Shock you. Shock you. Boop. You get forces and shit, opponent. Can't force this one. Land. Shock you again. I probably just continue swinging it for 2. Like I could Fury there, but I think it's better for me to just chill and just continue. I mean, eventually they're gonna die, right? Opponent continues discarding Architects of Wills to hand size. Well, next turn we can actually, if we find another land, we can play Fury and hold up counter magic, which is pretty nice because it just closes the game faster. The opponent can't even cycle, which is hilarious. Shock yeah. I feel like everyone has given up on Primeval Titan. Why? I literally put up an Amulet video yesterday or the day before. Amulet puts up results literally every day. I could have counterspell this grief, but like it's the same, right? It just doesn't matter. Opponent is just griefing for information because they can't do anything. Because even if they bounce, right? Like even if they have Basic Island into the bounce spell, like they bounce Magus and then they just die to Fury. So now what? Are Bolts better than Terminate? Is Dress Down better than Terminate? So this stops grief. I think this is fine. This is a hand. I mean, we're playing a 25 land deck and we're on the draw. If we find the black source, this hand is pretty cracked. Like we can go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Hold Up Dispute. This hand's pretty solid though. I'll keep this hand. Keep, and I think we're gonna ship the... I know we have a choice here. We can either turn 1 Monkey or we can turn 1 Thoughtseize. I think I'm gonna turn 1 Monkey. If my opponent has grief, they're gonna choose for me. I imagine they're gonna take the Monkey here. They're not better than to say some stuff like... I mean, yeah, we're all here. All the people that you think are not playing Titan, or they're all hanging out here. Opponent says, let's see that Magus. I'm like, I don't have it. Not a fan of Dress Down. Well, Dress Down cycles and it gives me, it's an answer to grief. Like if my opponent gets the grief in play, that means that not only do they not get the trigger, but also like I don't really care about the 3-2, and the 3-2 stays in play as opposed to being in the graveyard, which means that they don't get it back with leaving it. Yeah. I'm not surprised at all to see the Monkey gone there. We're gonna Thoughtseize right now because we want to hold up Counterspell next turn. So they're gonna have basics, which means that our Magus plan is not gonna be so good. Opponent's got 2 unknowns, still 2 unknowns. Wonder how many basics they're playing. So I think I'm gonna hold on to this iteration for a minute. Predicted with a tier 1 sub, 14 months. Really appreciate your continued support, Predicted, for that. So we'll probably have to wait 1 more turn. Next turn we're gonna iteration. Try to look for some form of interaction. I'm back, yeah. I'm streaming like, I'm trying to get 1 stream a week. If the baby, you know, allows for more, I will, you know, make more happen. But that's what seems the most realistic. And if you've been watching my YouTube videos, you can see that, you know, they get interrupted at weird times and stuff like that. I mean, that's very much because of baby reasons. That's nice. So we're gonna go Monkey Exile. Play that. Pass the turn. And next turn, I guess we're gonna start dashing some monkeys. Sacaste para hacer esta Meshi, por supuesto. Por supuesto, Sergio. How old is the baby now? She's turning 4 months in 2 days. Or 3 days. 2 days. Finally play out the basic forest. Another this. We're gonna get a basic swamp here. And we're gonna start dashing this monkey. Selfish Rampuri baby's need above ours. What a monster I am. Shock you. If I had a black source, I think I would have actually pitched to that Fury. So they go for it here. There's the outburst. And I think I'm going to cast the dispute here on the living end. And they need 2 more of those in hand for me to lose this. Or you know, one form of counter. Either one of those should be. I'm gonna do the daddy breastfeeding challenge. I haven't looked into it, but that looks definitely very interesting. I don't see why I would not try it, right? All right, Cycle Curator, Cycle Street Wraith. What else you got, opponent? Tapped land. Not gonna fetch because my opponent can outburst Jace. I don't think we can Jace just yet. Gonna keep doing monkey attacks. Hey, nice. So they only have 1 living end left. Got him. Oh, monkey. You're so fucking stupid. Can I suspend that? No, you can't. You can only cast. You can't use abilities. So, like, you can't cycle, stuff like that. You can't evoke. You can evoke because evoke actually counts as a cast. So you can actually evoke. Their last living end is in hand. Yes, their last living end is in hand, dude. That is so sick. Oh, that is delightful. Their last living end is in hand, man. Oh, I love that. I love that. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, Yeah, I think I want to play. If this is a force, I think I dispute because their last card in hand is living in, and I know about it. Do I plus? Do I chase? Brainstorm and turn? Plus? What an amateur? Yeah. What is this? Stream for amateurs? Why don't you cast the Riverwinder, opponent? I don't know. It feels like a 5/5 hexproof is probably much better than anything that you can draw. I'm a little bit surprised there, honestly. Well, I don't think opponent can have black. An endurance, like, are they going to endurance themselves and leave themselves with nothing to bring back with living in? I don't know how good of a play that is. This feels like a good play, however. Double Magus, love to see it. These disputes are looking not great in the face of what that's going on over there, so play that one. One good? What are you doing? Mystical Dispute my Magus. Okay, this is me paying 3 mana. And here we're gonna Fury Pitch Iteration, clear the 2/2, and we're probably just winning from here. Unless my opponent sideboarded into Fire and Ices. Qué gusto ver que estás vivo y más gusto aún poder estar presente. Por supuesto, será qué placer que estés aquí. This Magus card, huh? Seems pretty good. Well, good to know that we basically fixed the Living End matchup, right? Just bring in Magus, you're good to go. Dude, Monkey Exile in the Living End is just... What a stupid fucking card, man. What a stupid card. Why? Why are we doing this? Like, why is this a thing? Opponent passes the turn. And now we untapped, so we probably can't lose anymore. Mono disputes. That on top, that on top. The streamer luck is real. I mean, I don't understand streamers that don't pay for MTGO premium. Like, it really seems like a good deal. We can cast this. What can we cascade into? I guess whatever we cascade into is gonna be fine. Let's just do it. Bin! FPS, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Another monkey? Yeah, sure, let's cast it. Now we have a blocker. Keep that one. I just walked into. ¿Qué tal? Hope you're feeling well. Yeah, we're doing well. Having some fun. Gracias por el tier 1. I mean, I don't see the point of continuing to play. Like, what's their route is what I want to know. Like, they didn't cast the Riverwinder when they had the chance. Like, what are they trying to achieve here? Like, they have to have some sort of out, I imagine, because they're not conceding. So maybe they have another Otawara, but like, that doesn't do anything either. If they're dismember the Magus, they're at 7, they just die. BB came back to mono. Remember an opponent casting BB into Queller their own BBE, and then you get a free BBE when you kill your own Queller. That's some next level shit, Spider. How have we not broken that yet? Also, the mana base for that deck must be a delight, right? What do we want to draw here? That card. Can put them on the bottom though. I mean, this is garbage time, so I'm just gonna have some fun. Spin. I spin into Fluster. Sadness. I'm just very sad. That was before Ran, so definitely a delight. Yeah, exactly. Childless Agent. All right, show it to me, opponent. Wait, they have a living end? How do they have a living end? I didn't cast it earlier. I am very confused. All right, that's that, I guess. Okay, so wrapping things up here. The deck was fun. We lost to Living End, lost to Mono Blue Tron. Definitely our Mono Blue Tron matchup needs some work, but we did get our revenge against Living End in the last round. Magus felt better than all of the other cards that I have tried before in that slot, but still felt a little bit awkward, like not the easiest one to set up. I imagine that in every Magus matchup we're also going to have access to Monkey, so that can kind of set things up for us, but it's not easy at all for us to set up a solid Magus mana base, you know, so because of that, I wonder if we're trying to push in the Magus direction. I wonder if we will need to cut the Otawara or the Castle or the Hall or whatever. Those cards have a ton of good uses though, so I'm a little bit skeptical about cutting them, but you know, Magus did feel like it was fairly powerful. Then I kind of feel like maybe we should have something like a Call Against Command or Prismari Command effect, basically a way to destroy artifacts. We have no answers to artifact whatsoever in the entire 75, and we didn't play into any particularly artifact heavy decks. Sure, we play against Hammer, but like that's a buy, right? Because we have this card, like Hammer is just not a challenge at all. But maybe we would need some sort of ways to answer an Ensnare Bridge, to answer O-Stone like we played against the Mono Blue Tron opponent. You know, stuff like that is definitely for consideration. But besides that, this card is just ridiculous, and you can basically play whatever you want around it, and it's gonna be fine. Like you can only do so poorly when you have Ragavan and ways to clear the way for it in your deck. So obviously it's probably not the best Ragavan deck that you will ever see, but you know, this card is very, very good. I still think this card is very, very powerful, and it's extremely underplayed. And sure, like, it may not be great against Living End or Mono Blue Tron, but if you play against normal decks, this card is actually quite fantastic. Like, if you get paired against the blue-red Murktide deck, or even stuff like Amulet, this card can be quite powerful. So it's, yeah, I don't understand why people are sleeping on this card. Like, it seems very strong. I don't know if this is the best shell for it, but at least it feels like the best shell that I've seen so far. Maybe the black-red reanimation thing deck is solid as well. The black-red, the Undying thing, like the Grief Ephemerate and one of the Undying cards. I don't know, but it seems worth exploring, and I don't feel like enough people are. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And if you're interested in something like coaching or supporting the stream, you have many different ways to do so. You can do so on Patreon, or you can also you know, make a donation using the link down below, and I can also play in a list of your choosing on stream or in a YouTube video. So whatever you prefer, we can make it happen. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.